Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a long one. So grab yourself a drink. Now, dare I say, I might sound like Alexandra, but grab yourself a snack of whatever you guys like, because I'm sure you're not heifer size. And we are going to go through a lot of Reddit. There's a lot of it. So when I say a lot of it, I mean I was scrolling down to try and see where I was up to the other night, and I just kept finding more and more from days and days ago that I hadn't reacted to, and they just looked too good not to go over. So you guys enjoy it. I enjoy reading them out. I'll do it until I'm sick of reading. So let's get into it. All right. So this one was 2 hours ago. Clip comments about 1-year-old from donation family. Okay, let's hear what she says, because you know my memory ain't the best.
On the list for the girl. Socks were on the list for the boy. Diapers and wipes were on the list for the baby. They requested size 6.
Oh, sorry. Okay, go. Let's start again.
Girl. Socks were on the list for the boy. Diapers and wipes were on the list for the baby. They requested size 6. Maybe they want them for when he gets a little bit bigger. The little girl wanted a art kit that came with like supplies and an easel, and I found this perfect one here. Acrylic paint set with an A-frame table easel. It has brushes, paint, a little canvas. It has what is this called? A paint palette. I found this and I'm like, oh my god, that's so perfect. Because I was gonna buy everything individually, but that just makes it kind of hard to wrap. And I was like, oh my gosh, little set for her. I ordered more toys on Amazon, then I also got them some more clothes, some little pants. Is this the right size? God, these look big. You know what I mean? I'm just...
when she said they look big. Yep. This clip bothered me. She can't fathom that a 1-year-old can be closer to a 2 than a 1. They asked for 18 to 24. Why is it so difficult for you to comprehend? Most people give their growing children clothes that give them room to grow, and they're in need. So clearly they can't afford to go out buying clothes with every month the toddler ages. That's right. She sounds judgy. Yeah, she sounded really rude when she said that. That family asked for size 6 diapers, saying maybe he's going to grow into them. Yeah, I know. That's none of your business. They asked for it. Just give it to them. Who are you to fucking judge them? Seriously. Meanwhile, I'm here judging her. They asked for a size 6 diapers because as parents, they are actually involved with their toddler and know what size he needs. Unlike you just dresses up your son in too small sizes because you're in denial about him getting bigger and not progressing like he should. She's implying that Anderson is apparently so much smaller than this 1-year-old, and that she has, body dysmorphia. I can't believe she said that, body dysmorphia, because of Anderson. No, you have body dysmorphia all on your own, and you're projecting it onto your child, which is why your clothes and his clothes are always so high and fucking tight. She sees sizing up Anderson's clothes as a negative thing. I know. This segment and the one from the last where she blew up at Nancy over the outfit she picked proves it. Size 6 diapers isn't weird at all for a 1-year-old. Some kids are bigger than others, especially if they're closer to a 2. She's really clueless. But that shouldn't be the point of it. The point of it is that they ask for certain sizes. They know what they want. You give it to them without making any judgment on fucking each item that you're giving them. I also cannot believe she still has Anderson in his infant car seat. There is no way he fits in it anymore. My baby is on the smaller side and outgrew at 8 months. She doesn't care about him. She just wants him to be small baby prop forever. Is he still safe in an infant seat? I have no experience with many types of car seats in today's market. I have no experience yet. Yeah, most have a weight limit, usually around 32 pounds, and the height limit. It's still safe. Have some class, Alex. When you do something charitable, don't post it all over SM for recognition, social media. Like those influencers who help the homeless with a camera shoved in their faces. Anything for content, I guess. Performative charity, that's exactly what I call it. Anderson is going to have so many issues when it comes to his weight and body, etc. My son is a week or so older than Anderson, and his 18 months clothing. However, if I see 12 to 18 months or 18 to 24, I'm going to buy the bigger size so he can grow into it. Her weird thing with the sizing worries me, yeah, because it's her own body dysmorphia. Yeah, Anderson is not developing properly, you absolute dumb F-U-C-K. She's dumber than dirt. My 17-month-old is about to move to a 6 diaper, wears 16 shoes, and I always buy 18 to 24 at this point. It's like she just doesn't want him to grow up. Confirmed my hunch that girl Big Dukas is in fact... No, I don't think she is. She isn't. She eats so much. How can you think that she's on... There's just no way. I don't think she is. Big Al, Mama Duka's serving face. Ugh. That's when she was giving him... Oh my God, that is excellent. That is fucking excellent. You leading fault. Good on you. Oh my God, that is so bloody excellent. And her chins are lovely. Alex attempting a sexy dance move. Oh, dear Jesus in heaven. Oh my God. No. I don't know when this is from. I don't care. It tickled me. This is NSFW, or actually anywhere my eyes sizzled out. Oh my God, remember that? Prudent tonight. Yeah. This is someone who tells people what clothes they should be wearing and how to wear them. Yep, beautiful. Beautiful. Her face looks this big now. Okay, T-Rex. And the little arms. They're not little. They're not little, but she has got him in a T-Rex shape. What a day to have working eyes. Even closing my eyes, that pic is scared into my brain. Seared into my brain. Good now, I won't eat all day. She's a great diet ad. She really is a great diet aid. My eyes. I need to print this one out, make it into a magnet and stick it on my fridge door. That would turn anyone off eating. I remember that. Her ultimate fashion accessory from an old vlog, and she thought it was cute putting him in there. That's from Hey It's Just Jacqueline? Yep. He could have easily fallen out of that too. It was so bad when she did that. So bad. He was so young. How old was he here? We all know that he could barely hold his head up and had zero torso control, and she carries him around unsupported like that. Yep, she thought it was funny. I think it was only 8 months ago for the reaction upload. I hate to say this, but could it be possible that Anderson's delays are caused by whiplash, neck or brain injury when his head was unsupported so many times? All recorded on camera. Isn't that from the annual trip to her dad in Florida again? Putting Anderson in danger by carrying him in that plastic bag? Oh, God, remember this? No, it's from the vlog when she made that stupid tablecloth pool in the sand at the beach. Dear Jesus. White really isn't your colour, Alex. Fast Structure says, okay, but sidebar, do you all think that they still go to Fort Lauderdale this year? Or go somewhere close by Miami and try to play it off like it's not a short drive to the pedo place? Who knows? They'll still go to Fort Lauderdale to the same hotel. Miami will be good for a 6-hour drive away. 6 hours? Miami is 45 minutes away from Fort Lauderdale. From the map, it looks further to me. I stand corrected. Okay, they will definitely go. I think they will definitely go as well. It's a mockery at this point. With Alex once again overcoming another obstacle where her, now I cannot say this word online, based Instagram account, was suspended. And I can't say the word, but it was suspended and then restored. She is clearly feeling invincible. Her recent videos have revolved around her eating unhealthy foods and I can't say that word either there, on them. Big Al is doing this to mock us and show she can't be stopped. Alex has a privilege many other YouTubers wish they had. She can lie about weight loss support, a PDF father, be a lousy mother, and just promote unhealthy eating and no permanent consequences. When we see Alex smiling in her videos and Instagram pictures, she is laughing at us because she keeps getting away with it. Big Al is like a burglar who robs and when faces jail time and is allowed to keep the stolen goods. This situation really irks me, but sadly, evil people do prosper, like it or not. She is prospering. It's actually depressing when you dwell on it. We don't live in a just world. No, we don't. But I wouldn't let it depress you, darling. Don't let anything she does depress you. She's not worth it. Mindless Dan says she's really getting away with it. Oh, is she really getting away with it? Is she really winning? Because the way I see it, she lives in a house of lies. A man that is repulsed by her. Her biggest love, her PDF daddy, only wanted to use her to get out of prison. Her mum is her biggest enemy. She has a son she can't stand because he's not what she wants. She lives an empty, shallow life. Yes, she does. She hasn't gotten away with anything. She is punished every day with her body and her health. I agree. She is a prisoner in her life. There is no escaping, and so is poor Bruno. Her job is the only thing going for her, and even then, her job is one of the main causes of her suffering. Having to look over her shoulder every time she goes out, being so insecure that she has to feel to herself to an unrecognizable person. She has to be glued to her phone to escape her life, but that causes her even more grief because she has to see and compare herself to girlies that portray the life she wishes she was living, but she never will. So I'm not sure how she is laughing at us. If anything, she must be bitter and bitter every time she comes around here. She is not winning because she is not happy. She is not capable of happiness. That's look, I agree with both of you guys. I agree with Lurking Lobo that sometimes she is a snarky little bitch laughing, but this really makes sense because at the end of the day, we're not her size. We don't look like her. We are winning and she is the loser. In real life, she is far from winning. I was talking about social media. She faces no consequences. Okay. So profoundly true. Sacred Strength says, well, she's only hurting herself, so joke's on her. That's right. I'm laughing at her, not with her. She's I can't say those words, and has no friends and a husband who can't stand her. Let her. I love that. I love that for her. Oh, God, they're candles. Creepy Isopod says, oh, God, wait till our gall sees these on TikTok shop. Are you fucking kidding me? Alani candles. Pathetic. Petty comment regarding her blush. Mel Moonlight. It's not petty. Her blush looks fucking ridiculous. It's like she's got rosacea or she's been burnt on the fucking cheeks. Someone had commented on her recent YouTube video and said, you look sunburned. Yes, she does. All her stands commented that going heavy on the blush is their favourite. Oh my God. I love the blush, but somehow for someone who worked at MAC, they should know how to apply it and blend it better. This does not look like a sunburn. This does look like a sunburn. Yes, it does. It doesn't complement her skin tone at all. She looks a mess. She does. It absolutely looks pathetic on her. I can't imagine what she looks like in person with that makeup. I'm just glad I will never see her in person with that clown makeup. I don't think my heart could take it. I know I wouldn't be able to hide the looks I'd give her, nor my outbursts of laughter. I'm the one they tell you to sit with at a function if you don't have anything nice to say, so we can STF you on people in peace. I also think that her eyes are so tiny due to her massive cheeks. Yep. And she doesn't have any eyeshadow on, so her blush makes her look crazy. I don't know, rant over. No, you're not ranting, love. It's perfectly normal to say what you just said. It's true. Now you're valid. The blush is overbearing. Maybe it looks better on darker skin tones or even darker hair, but for blondes like me, a lot of blush is very noticeable and not the best look, to be honest. I'm honestly shocking surprised anyone would add this amount of highlighter, bright colour, and think good to go for the day. It looks awful, not sunburnt, but scorched by the sun. The colour is good, just not for her. It needs to be applied subtly, not caked on like she did to her. You can read that and that. So that might be called bullying. She doesn't care. She faces no consequences. She looks like a clown with slapping heavy blush on her cheeks, but in her mind she looks cutesy. It draws more attention to her puffed jowls, which is crazy that she wants people to look at her face. She thinks she's trolling her haters, but girl, you're the one walking around in real life looking like you just escaped an institution. I think the younger stars and celebrities are doing blush like this at the moment, and it can look nice on them or fit with their general look. But she's 32. I thought she was 33. This look is not for her. I don't know what she's thinking. Yeah, this blush is style all over TikTok. Oh, no wonder. The thing is, on a 20-year-old size 2 girl, it's a polished outfit. It looks more intentional. On Alex's face, it really looks like she's just sunburned. Yep, I should have realised it was a TikTok trend. Shouldn't we all? Clip. Heartbreaking to see how Alex has harmed this poor, beautiful child's development.
Today! Ready? Let's see.
Sweetheart.
Oh my goodness, today we've got bits with chicken! Oh my goodness, should we give it to your brother?
Oh, sweetheart.
There we go. Here you go, Pete. Ooh, yummy. Yummy.
Why the fuck does she call him Pete?
Yummy. I know, this is a tease.
Angel. He's just sitting there doing nothing. Hang on. Did that have comments? Yeah, it did. 114.
It's in the one today. Ready? Let's see. Oh my goodness, today we've got bits with chicken.
How excited she is. Even if it's the dog food, she still gets excited. I almost have no words. I'll let the video speak for itself because I'm sure most of you will know what I'm referring to and what I see in this clip. I immediately got a lump in my throat when I saw this. Watch until the very end. This clip, absolutely inexcusable. All right, we're up to here. What is it? He's just sitting there. He's got no motion.
One day you'll get an advent calendar. That'll be so fun. Damn, Bruno, you ate that fast? Holy moly, bro. Rudy, that was so fast. Okay.
What? He wanted to get away from her? Maybe that was it. Her son looks like an 8-month-old. Anderson caught that skinny filter. Alex is insane. Yeah, he looks smaller than what he actually is, I think. However, acts like an 8-month-old. My son is 8 months old, so much more active than Anderson. He'd be trying to grab what's in my hand, grab the calendar, grab the dog, twist his way out of my arms, and generally just interact with everything around him. The difference is shocking to see. I'm fully aware that babies all advance at different speeds. The spectrum of normal is massive, but poor little Anderson needs so much more than Alex is seeming to offer him right now. She doesn't offer him anything except food. I thought the same thing. Yeah. Anderson doesn't reach for anything, that's what I noticed. That is so strange to me. I can't even comprehend. It's like the lights are on but no one's home. A bit like the father. And then her taunting him about not having an advent calendar and maybe next year she'll get him one. I just don't get her parenting at all. She does below the bare minimum. She does nothing. That was what got me. Maybe one day you'll get an advent calendar, like there is an age limit for that. Why not sit with him like this and open his advent calendar while talking about the days leading up to Christmas? No, instead we make a big show out of Bruno's calendar and make Anderson feel left out once again. Fabulous Potato says, that's what I was thinking too. My girls would have been trying to pull all the tabs, trying to take it out of my hand, shaking it, putting it on top of their heads, etc. when they were that age. Shit, I remember my oldest being 8 months pulling herself up on the couch to grab the dog's toy because she liked handing it to him. So sad, he acts so odd. Babies start trying to reach out for stuff and grab it at like 2 months. I couldn't imagine not getting my son an advent calendar. My son was 6 months old at his first Christmas, and we have a fabric reusable advent calendar that I put small toys in for his first Christmas. That's cute. Little musical instruments, small wooden toy cars and trucks. Can you imagine? She can't even get him like, a triangle or anything shaky that makes noise because she can't cope in her house if it makes noise. Christmas books and a few small treats that were age appropriate. A good parent will always do for their child, no matter what their age. Stop trying to make sitting on the floor happen. Wanting to be Trisha Paytas is more pathetic than your usual lies. She mentions her in McDonald's drive-thru. Yes, she did. Off tangent, she's also mentioned Remy Ashton a lot in her Thanksgiving vlogs. I was convinced she still watches Remy and copies Remy for all the excessive eating she does in her vlogs too. Remy is getting a lot of people back off from her vlogs because they now call her channel, I can't even say that. And guess what? Some losers still defend Remy like they do Alex, saying if she was a skinny influencer, no one would bat an eye. I don't know who that is, but I'll go look. Thanks. She's obsessed with her again. She's nuts all these years and she's still 17 in her mum's attic. Yep. The only thing I would be interested in is seeing her get up from the floor. Same. Move suspicious says she held his arms down. That's what I thought she was doing. So he was pinned and forced to cooperate so Mummy can get this performative clip. I think he's scared of her, especially when Ya isn't there. I'm positive she yells at him, just like in the beginning she mocked him blabbing. Yeah, I caught on to that very, very quickly, and I forgot to mention it. She's a rude bitch. I noticed his head bobbing, tilting backwards, not to mention she is giving Bruno an advent calendar right in front of him, and he gets nothing. He's not too young. 1-year-olds can in fact have an advent calendar. But any toddler would be squirming out of her FAT rolls, trying to reach for those treats. Even a 7 or 8 month old will be squirming to get them. Something is off. We all know that. I swear the only reason I even pay attention to this woman is to keep up with Anderson's development. I keep thinking he's going to catch up, but he never seems to. It's very sad. Very sad. And I did notice that it does look like the way she's
he's here. I'll pull him today. Yeah. Ready?
She's got his arm there under hers, so it's down, and she's got this arm here under hers, so it's down, so he can't move. Dear Jesus. Wow. That chins. Yep. Oh yeah, we saw that. Don't worry, we saw it. This is why he's in daycare, moments like this. Yep. So she can stuff her face. She says her gastric bypass is working again. Oh my God. Boy, did I fume when she said that. Funny, I never knew that gastric bypass comes and goes. She is so stupid. I've never ever heard that from people who have had it. Doesn't she realize how stupid she sounds saying that? Thank God it was addressed here. She doesn't have an ounce of self-awareness. She must have forgotten she just showed us Thanksgiving that she had another huge plate of food, not even 2 hours later after her dinner. It's hard for her to keep track of her lies. Yep, with McDonald's in the background. Ha ha ha. How can it work going backwards when she's eating more? It can't. Calligrapher, it literally can't. Oh, she is so full of crap. Enigma says, if, as I suspect, she's on GLP-1, she can't be. She's eating too much for GLP-1. Then yes, that would explain her GBS kicking back in working again. She was slipping in GPN1 chatter in this vlog, paving the way for the new quick fix to lose weight and her abject failure as usual. That's not going to make her lose weight. And if it is, she's going to put on double. There's no way she's on GLP-1. It's performative bullshit. That's what I think. Enigma says, I'm sure it is, and she can turn it on and off by a simple click. Yeah, girl is using GLP-1. She dropped enough sly hints in this vlog. She's not going to get the great results of the TT GLP-1 crowd because she won't put in the effort. I don't understand how you guys think that she's on GLP-1 when she's eating so much. Smargarita says, the absolute glee on her face knowing she's about to consume junk. I know. I won't be able to read that out, but you guys can read that one. Seriously, she looks and sounds like she gets sexually excited whenever food is in sight or when she is touching products in stores. I've many times referred to the orgastic breathing when she is about to order food or when she is fondling products in stores. This is the only pleasure she gets. Yaman is not interested. That face is the best diet ever. I never want to ever look like that. I'm horrible, but I screenshotted that for moments of food weakness. Good. Angie Masterpiece says, watching Alexandra Rodriguez was finally the thing that helped me lose weight after fluctuating between overweight and obese for 30 years of my life. Started around 200 and now I'm 116. Good on you. The girls are inspirational to some people, just not in the way they wish they were. That's great. Congrats. Alex isn't motivated even when she idolizes and obsesses over skinny girls or influencers. Just so odd to me. She wants to be that girl so bad. Where's that almost 50 pounds? More like 5, and that's being generous. I don't understand how people claim to see her weight loss compared to when exactly. Oh dear God. Oh, that fucking face. Also, remember, this was her face starting her WW journey. It looks exactly the same. Yes, I know it's filtered, but still, damn. How the after look worse than before? She's actually bigger now and has aged like 10 years since this picture. Good Lord. I don't get it either. Even when the filters, she's working overtime. It's pretty obvious she's only gained weight at this time as the time has gone by. She couldn't show the fries. Hang on. She could have shoved the fries in her mouth and done a pickup order with her son. Also, she mentioned that if he's not at daycare or at home, he's with family. Why? Why would her family or Yars need to be babysitting? I bet Anderson would love some fries. Yep. Why? Because she's a lousy mum, that's why. What an unfortunate looking biatch. The knees and the hips. Struggling under the long-term obesity and under heavy stress may benefit from cane to carry the load. Wearing shoes in the house can improve traction, as carrying extra upper body weight can make knock knees more unstable. That looks so painful. Every time we get a direct view of her elephant knuckles, sumo thighs and bent knees, I literally get a jump scare. This shit ain't right. Acting as if this was her first McDonald's meal of the year. We all know damn well she's not getting her crispy Diet Coke, just her crispy Diet Coke every trip. She probably has different locations she goes to so they don't remember her, just like the good old Walmart bullshit. You know, the workers there judge her, laughing my ass off. Big Bertha falling out of her Tessie with all that blush on, laughing my ass off. She drives away and they all stare at each other, LOL. Do you blame him? The way she was gushing to the worker about how cute it was. Imagine just being at your job working and this obese woman starts gushing about fast food box. She acts like this is her first meal in ages from there, but also told everyone she's going to give the lady she sees every time she gets a DC a Christmas card. Okay, which is it? She never shows her ordering after people called out her voice change. Oh yeah, she hasn't, has she? But they still call her out over the speaking. So who knows what she actually orders. That blush was terrible. It was super hard to look at, and I had to stop watching at one point because I hate how out of breath she gets talking and doing anything else. Can you imagine her doing reading like I'm reading? Can you imagine? How many breaks she would have to stop? She wouldn't be able to read continuously like this. I am blessed and highly favoured to have never looked like this, even on my worst day. Thank you, Lord. The chins. The way her face sits on her chins is like a body horror movie. Yep, looks painful. Dukas, those socks aren't even going to be toe warmers on you. Give it up, girl. Her white feet aren't going to fit in those socks. She will acquire the collection of those socks before the season is over. Maybe she will put them in another giveaway. She's turning into the lead singer of the Blues Traveller before he lost weight. This is sad. Damn, that neck is necking. She says she's lost 50 pounds and is under 300. Yeah, sure, Jan. That one almost made me punch my phone. She got some damn nerve to even suggest the delusions. She's laughing at us. She can keep trying to laugh at us, but we will always have the upper hand because we don't look like her. Let her keep laughing. The joke's going to be on her and only her in the end. Exactly. Please tell me if it's photoshopped. No. The neck and the size 16 don't match. Exactly. Yes. Yep. Don't anyone try and tell me that she's lost any weight. She has, but I told you it's here. It's in the left eyelash. This reminds me of Big Al's delusion. 130. Oh my God, I love it. When you just got to create your own happiness. Oh, fuck, that's funny. This is just... Oh, that's not a thing. Ugh. Food flying out of her mouth. Today's video, the timestamp, there's food flying out of her mouth. I'd rather not see. Oh, here we go. Size 16, old lady. Old Navy. Old lady. Just wanted to say... I just looked up how jeans are supposed to fit on the Old Navy size one, but they look completely different compared to... I think I read that one already. This nut job literally shrunk herself to bite size. Yep. Gastric bypass who? Girl ain't you. Watching her newest video, she says protein first when it comes to gastric bypass, bariatric girl. After your handful of fries and big gulps of Diet Coke, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Why are you on WW if you keep referring to your gastric bypass, bariatric? Oh my fucking God. This video gets worse with the talking about losing weight and points and all the things I'm reporting. But oh my God, it is so fucking annoying. She is not gastric bypass bariatric. No, she's not. She is delusional. She has to be bringing it up for some reason. I just don't understand why. It's obvious it's failed. She doesn't think so. She selectively brings up her GPS, and she's a dummy for even talking about this stuff. Yep. After almost losing her health Instagram, and then the other girls getting demonetized. The volume of food she eats is mind-boggling, and I understand why people question her even if she had surgery. I thought it was croissants and melt-in-your-mouth chocolate first. Fuck, was I wrong? Yep, chocolate and cookie croissants go first, followed by chicken and waffles and banana pudding, but only a few sips of chocolate or she'll dump. That's right. Alex doesn't represent us. We don't claim her. Alex is such a failure. Also, funny that she never mentions that after bariatric surgery, you shouldn't eat like a PIG. But she does anyway. Yep, it's because she is one. Reported. Thank you. I am waiting on response. I also reported her today. Wonderful. Mascara Hoarder says, oh, did you hear her mention that she's all for micro-dosing Yeah. How long till she admits she's using one? I think she has been for a while now, to be honest. I don't. If she was, she would have lost fucking weight. What is wrong with you people? Well, isn't little Miss Big Back en route for awakening? She should be normal dosing and having a few more peptides added to see any results. She may be very well on GPL1, but I have a gut feeling it's for T2D, so her WL on GPL1 will be slow. I don't think she's on it at all. I need to keep reminding myself she's had weight loss surgery. She ovaries for someone with a smaller stomach. No shit, Amber. Where have you been, love? Reported too. Thank you, Frequent. Critter Ditter says, I want to believe she is rage baiting her hate followers, but I also think that she is just that stupid and believes her gastric bypass is not completely blown out. So do I. It's another form of delusion when she doesn't want to believe in what's actually happening. It isn't blown out. She eats a lot of slider foods and she likely eats full meals over 1+ hours. Stomachs do stretch after surgery, especially in the beginning, but it'll never go back to the old size. Yes, it can. Sorry. Yes, it can. Oh, yes, it can. No. It can. My doctor told me it could. I had it in 2016, lost a good bit, gained a lot back. And now at my goal weight, I still can't eat much in one sitting. I can throw back a full-on ribeye dinner if you give me a few hours. Well, she should be eating a fucking ribeye. She's just ugly inside and out. We all know that.
Planned, like, so you have to, oh my god, they have Grinch cups too.
Yeah.
This is like what I used to love watching on like Trisha's channel, where she would just go through and like drive through foods. I'm here to fulfill that for you guys. She doesn't do that anymore.
I'm here to fulfill that for you guys. No, you're there to fulfill it for yourself. For you guys.
Have it planned, like, so you have to, oh my god, they have Grinch cups too.
This is the only time we see a genuine smile on her face. How is this not an ED? I don't know. Ask YouTube. Mind you, she was there at 11 a.m. sharp for the menu to switch over to lunch. That's 100% food, ADDICTION, on full display. Don't ask how I know. Oh, it's 10:30, it says. Oh, New Hampshire girl, it's 10:30. You New Hampshire girl, you look normal size, love, so you don't have to worry about anything. The blush, though. What the F is she even doing with this blush? Shoves her beautiful child in daycare so she can do the one thing that brings her joy. Disgusting. It's so depressing. There's so many women out there that deserve a baby but can't have one. Then Alex's stupid C word. Yep. Then there's Alex, stupid C word. Is Anderson in daycare again? Is it 5 days a week? She will say Vlogmas is so overwhelming. She needs the time to shop and film herself in peace. Yep. Mama has to go shopping. So if your childhood, Sonny. Professional says, I'm here to fulfill that for you guys. Yeah, what the fuck? Ask her to do that. So now the blame is not on her, but the audience. That's right. Giving off ED. I bet she will be mass reported. I hope to God. It's literally full on display ED. She needs to be reported. I think there are 3 categories she needs to reviews: child abuse, ED, and misinformation. Repulsive conduct, abuse, harmful, dangerous acts, ED, misinformation, CA misleading. She fits all of the above. Reported. Oh, I love you guys. What are the guidelines on YouTube for a video to be classed as ED or disordered E? I'm sure it has changed because of the lawsuit, but I remember back in the day, because of Ambi, they started to change the rules because of Amber Lynn. This is from YouTube's Terms of Service. All right, you guys can read that. I don't even know if I can read that out loud, so you guys can read it if you want to stop and pause it. Out with the chonky gold hoops, in with the sunburn blush. Why does she think that blush looks nice, especially for daytime makeup? I could understand if it was for an evening, but it's every day. Morbid Rose says, oh my God, every time I see her with her makeup like this, I have to remind myself she's wearing blush and it's not inflammation from being so FAT. Seriously, why put your blush right under your eyes? As you get older, you should be putting your blush higher up on your cheekbone to help your face. It's because she doesn't have a cheekbone. I'm 35 years old and I do that. She's doing it right under her eye to pretend her neck is not a beach ball. She has blush blindness like some people have eyebrow blindness. You have to watch when she comes out of the store and her face is all sweaty and shiny. I did. I couldn't get a good screenshot. It's so nasty. She looks so dirty. Yeah, I paused it on her. It's fucking horrible. And her big paws. I was thinking they were talking shite at the drive-thru about her. Here comes that whack job ordering her food and a Diet Coke. This bitch needs a plastic fork to scrape the layers of cake on makeup off her cheeks. She thinks it looks cute, looking like a morbidly obese male with makeup and fake mole. Fake mole every vlog lately. I don't get it. Shouldn't it be dark brown? It just looks like a piece of crusty mascara. Funny how she's not using the word mukbang when talking about Trisha Paytas. That's exactly what she's talking about. She knows what she's doing, and this is rage bait. The only one she's hurting is herself. That's okay. She can keep hurting herself. I truly don't give a fuck if she eats this trash. Hello, secondary infertility. Good morning, heart disease, varicose veins. Don't forget the blood clot. I see you, girl. Cheating husband, resentful child, enabling mother. Yeah, girl, eat up. Yah has to be stepping out because he definitely not stepping in. He don't give 2 shits about her or their child because the whole marriage and life is a business transaction. When he has sucked her, oh God, I can't even say that word, cow. Oh, I just said it. Teat dry. He will be gone. Blood clot is on its way. That's what I said. Crazy that she's actually said the word mukbang knowing that Amber Lynn just got her channel. This is trolling so hard. That Amber Lynn just lost her channel, I mean. Okay, let's just shut this down right here. Are you really trying to tell us that there is a 125-pound difference between these 2 pics? Alex, on behalf of us all, sincerely, stuff you about your gastric bypass. Yep. Oh, dear God. Fuck. She's getting there, guys. She really is getting there. It almost looks like she's wearing the same fucking thing. Jesus. I'm so sick of this shit. Didn't this BITCH just tell us to shut the fuck up about her weight? Didn't she take down her gastric bypass video and say she didn't want to talk about her surgery anymore? Now all of a sudden she's bringing it up, dumping, which she never has fucking had. Exactly. Saying she gets full fast now and her bypass restarted itself after 4 years. I'm posting this to prove that she may have lost a tiny bit of weight since being over 400 pounds. But this is not a 125-pound difference. Stop falling for the slimmer filters. This girl is still at least 350 pounds. Look how big she is in comparison to Mimi. This stops now. She's getting too cocky because she feels she's untouchable. Let's prove her wrong. Jeez. Did she take the shirt home with her? That actually made me laugh out loud because when I made this, I noticed how similar her shirt actually looks to the hospital gown. It does. Well, I said, look how giant she is in comparison to Mimi. Sometimes we don't realise just how massive she truly is until you see her next to normal sized people. Just her head alone is big as fuck. Yeah, it is. I'm over the lies. Her chin's big chinning. That's right. She looks like that. I know, right? And she's bragging on Instagram about getting her spark back. Oh my God. Those chins rubbing together might get a spark. That's a good one. Let us all pray she doesn't buy any corduroy jeans this holiday seasons. She'd start raging wildfire during her daily nap walks. I love that one. Who said that one? Enigma Mum. I love it. Standard girl. Hope that spark isn't anywhere near her behind. We might get an explosive holiday season with all that gassing. Looks like a worm. She does. Yeah, remember this, guys? Never forget. I love the way people bring this up. Never forget this. Look how all normal size they were. And she's wearing clunky shoes as well. Look how short her dress was that she was wearing. Look at the size of those thighs. And here. Dear Jesus in heaven, Rose. Look at them. Normal, normal, normal. Fuck. She's a literal huge toddler. Is that an edited picture? No. I know we're also used to seeing Alex filtered, but no, this is unedited. She's humongous. And I know she's relatively tall, but this is a foot or so of FAT. Size 18 queen. Yep. That's her. That's exactly her, except Pinocchio is too skinny. You and me both. She has messed with the minds of so many people with her filtered BS, especially those struggling on their GBS. Time to apply max pressure to that bish's amply padded trunk of a neck and keep it there. Don't worry, Enigma, we will never get off it. Scared Strength says, look at Mimi's back. She's got a hump too. They all need a chiropractor stat. The dowager hump is sadly something even skinny elderly people can develop due to the postural issues and osteoporosis. If Shelley sees this picture, it's over for you, Peter Griffin. Well, I did see it, darling, and it freaks me out every fucking time at how big she is here. It really, really does. Oh, hang on. Who said that? Data aggravating. This was Alex walking into the post office. Compare her to this grown man on the left and tell me she's a skinny legend bypass queen. Yep, right. Seriously, compare her to Mimi and tell me this biatch isn't 264. Babe, her left posterior cheek is 264 on its own. So what's in the bag? Sugar, sugar, sugar. Duca's sugar. Exactly. She has lost it completely now with this shit. I know she's trolling for views, but still, oh my God. She has to be the only woman alive that's smug right before getting a gastric bypass. Who the F is smug about that? I know. Ugh. Oh God, look at that. That's horrible. Oh, thank you, meaning anxious. Thank you. That's just what I wanted to see. So she's so FAT that the filter makes her look like a clown. Her makeup doesn't help either. These pics could have been taken the same day. Funny the Thanksgiving blouse has the same pattern as the hospital gown. Also funny she's still trying to obscure and jack up her multiple chins, even though this is the before picture. Right? It looks the same, laughing my ass off. Exactly like putting her hand under her chins like, girl, you're as big as a damn house. I think it's time to own it. Yep. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh. Dukers, do tell us how you restarted your GPS. There's a little button they have on the side. I've got a button for my gastric sleeve. You click it when you want it on and you click it when you want to turn it off. The class is waiting, so speak up for those of us in the back. Did you finally try the pouch reset? Did you get a revision? Did you have a dry GBP? Was it 1 or 2? No, perhaps a BPD, DS, maybe just a quickie TORE or Rose. Whilst you and your roomie were in New York City, did you finally start taking GLP-1? Dearie, we need the deets. Safe to say you are full of shite as usual. There's no on and off switch, so cut the shit. Yep. Why does all outdoors in a bed looking like that, she still looks so shameless and smug. I cannot. I know, it's almost like she's proud to be going in for it. Move Suspicious says, right, the girl you're about to get surgery for being double wide, and she looks like this with the smug face. Yep, narcissist. Considering that will be a bariatric bed, she is filling up, nearly overflowing. She should be ashamed to show her ugly face online. She's only mentioning that now because she's read it here or she's heard it on reaction channels. We see you, beefy girl. Move suspicious, gets claps. The stuff you think happened after Amberlynn Reid or Alexandra Rodriguez had videos taken down and warnings given when YouTube was pretending to care last time. Oh, that was Amberlynn Reid. Suddenly it was, I don't talk about my weight and private anything that thought to be controversial, because she got away with it then, thinks she's immune to it this time, except this time has actual financial stakes of YouTube, for YouTube. Please, Nikki, or Nikai, from your lips to God's ears. YouTube better do something. This is insane. She is as insufferable liar that reminds me of another YouTuber who was believed they were untouchable. Turns out she was wrong. I don't know why. YouTube has let all of them slide when they are exploiting, glorifying, profiting from their eating disorders they openly admitted for years. But it looks like whatever prompted them there, not letting them get their way with it anymore. Her time is coming. I hope so, Move Suspicious. I really, really hope so. She hasn't lost anything. She fits the same sweatshirts from 2 years ago, the exactly same way. It's filters tricking everyone. It's not tricking us smart people, it's only tricking her dumb stands. Oh God, I remember that one. Oh God. She was almost about to make love to that. Jesus. Look at that. Look at the face, would you? Look at that face. Am I weird for not getting excited about stuff like this? No. It's a cookie combined with a croissant. To be honest, that doesn't seem appealing to me at all. Same. And maybe that's just because I've never had it. But she's so food motivated, it's kind of crazy. She's obsessed. Complaining about how Anderson didn't sleep the first night, as if dragging a toddler to New York City for 2 nights won't put a child out of their routine and call sleepless nights. Plus, he spends too much of his time sleeping in a stroller. They couldn't do anything interactive with him. Also complaining about how stores don't open till 10 a.m. when people with kids are up earlier than that. It's not like you're walking around Central Park or anything. Also talking about how the first night was Anderson's favourite night, as if he can speak for himself. He's a freaking toddler and he's no idea what's going on or what he's looking at. What's new? Just has to get some BS sweet treat. I'm sure she's finished that whole thing. Does this one even need an explanation? Nope. Absolutely not. Also, she said, we'll try the banana pudding later. And they were still in the city when she pulled it out. She actually can't not eat junk food that's near her. She almost said sneakily like, so I wondered if it was to eat when Anderson fell asleep, so she didn't have to share her treat. Even the Anderson loves bananas. God, that would be so mean. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. And God forbid she even sat with him on the trip on the way to New York or on the way back. The last pick be from my 600-pound life. I thought the cookie croissant thing would be, I don't know, more than just a cookie smushed on top of a croissant, right? It looks like more of Alex's creations than something you'd find in New York City. That was my thought when I saw it. I really expected it to be like a cookie dough blended with a croissant dough, then baked, not just a cookie smashed on top. Yep, and ORGASM over her cookie croissant. I cannot get over how she has the seatbelt on. Ma'am, you're in a car, not a plane. When you are too big to properly buckle into your seat, it's time to put the fork down and back away from the trough. I love that one. But again, she was going to dump on a sip of hot chocolate. That's right, she can eat everything else and the cookies and all that, but she's going to dump on the hot chocolate. Yeah, looking like a dunce. When doesn't he? When doesn't he not? She will just gain and gain. Yes, she will. I'm here for it. And that couldn't just get one. They had to get 2. I bet they got 3 and ate one right away. I think we can put the first picture on OF, that one of many others with her mouth open and food and whatnot. And we can make a pretty penny for those who are into that kind of fetish. Ugh. Oh, all right, guys. I am getting tired, but it doesn't matter. Let's do a bit more. You know, when you work all day, well, Alex wouldn't know this, but when you work all day and then you just stop and it hits you. Why is she still stuffing her face on camera if YouTube is cracking down on ED, looking every bit of 350 pounds, gluttoning herself on fries and nuggets while manic, as fuck, at McDonald's? I thought this type of content wasn't allowed, yet here she is. By the excitement this bitch shows in this vlog, nobody can tell me that she's not eating McDonald's every single day when she gets her crispy DC. Watching her eat and seeing her get giddy like this over fucking food is disgusting. I thought YouTube wasn't allowed mukbangs and disordered eating anymore. Didn't she just have to appeal her WW Instagram because of this? Who does this FATCOW think she is? She thinks rules don't effing apply to her because she will never get cancelled and keeps getting away with shit without repercussions. So now she's purposely stuffing her obese face with McDonald's on camera as a massive FU to all her WW followers and is trying to gaslight everyone with rage bait. Girl, keep eating and watch. You won't be able to even waddle anymore. 400 pounds is creeping right back up again, and so is that blood clot. You better be doing something. If Amberly Reid got demonetized for this shit, why is Alex still here doing it? But she lost 50 pounds and can't eat much at all. Right, let the 100 pound weight gain begin. She was talking about Trisha Paytas again, saying she loved her car drive-through mukbangs. This biatch isn't doing this for the Grinch festive box and socks. She wants any excuse to eat junk, period. Watching how happy she got made my stomach turn. Poor Bruno is there too, shaking my head. She's just eating in front of him. Yep. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. That's Christmas at the salon for you. I'm falling asleep as I'm reading. So glad her son's in daycare for this. Absolutely, McDonald's should be a priority over nurturing, cooking, meal prepping, reading to, or playing with your son. This time is well spent. Miv Suspicious says, she already took him out in the cold before she left daycare and he slept in the stroller at 6:50 after she made him watch Bruno get his advent calendar. But she said Anderson is too young for one. When they make advent calendars for 1 year olds though, any excuse not to buy her son shit. Can't give him anything nice. After that clip, she took him out. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Maybe I should stop. Where was I? Any excuse not to buy her son shit. Can't give him anything nice. After that clip, she took him out on their walk, which she was frozen to the bone from. I wonder how her toddler felt while napping in that freezing temperature. They quite literally make advent calendars with children books in them. She's absolutely the most disengaged mother in the world. It's so unfathomable because I consider myself the opposite and love being an SAHM to my daughter. A week, no effort giveaway of absolutely nothing she wants or paid for. Exactly. Because far be it from Alex to ever put any thought or effort into a performative giveaway. I shared this a couple of weeks ago on this sub as someone who has watched her from the very beginning, and I'll say it again, Alex has maybe done 5 giveaways in her entire time on YouTube, and all of them have been trash. They're always leftover PR, which she gets for free, and she thinks that just because she's giving away multiples of things, especially beauty products, that people are going to get excited. How about instead, as a supposed makeup artist and beauty content creator, you put some thought and effort into what you're giving away to your audience? Are you insane? Who wrote this? Oh, excuse me, I cannot stop yawning. Blunt perspective. How about if you create an actual collection of things to make sense for someone to have a good giveaway and you'll supplement whatever is missing by buying it with your own money? That's never going to happen. Of course you won't, Alex, because you're lazy and you're cheap and you really don't care, and all this is just performative. The most she has ever done is when she has done a giveaway like this of leftover PR that she doesn't want is maybe thrown in a gift card. Meanwhile, other YouTubers who started around the same time that she did put together these beautiful baskets. Oh, yeah. Where was I? And collections with their giveaways of things that made sense and that are usable for everyone, not just leftover PR products. She's the worst. She sure is. This dolt told people to participate by putting their Instagram handle in the video comments. Exactly. Like, yes, let's have people potentially dox themselves for this dumb giveaway. Oh, hang on. To put the handle in the video comments. Yeah, that doesn't dox them if they put the handle in it. She should know better than that for as long as she's been online, especially in the GW space. This dolt told people to participate by putting their Instagram handle in their video comments. Yeah, but that's not doxing them. Oh, I suppose it might be. No, it is, because they have different handles on Instagram as well. But it doesn't really say where they live. It doesn't matter if it's the same person or not, I suppose. But I understand what she's saying there. I think if she bought one thing and then added the freebies, yeah, she gets on top of it. That would be great. But she's cheap when it comes for anyone else but her. Alex, the people you are cheaping out on built what you have today. They made you your money. Give back to your community. Never, Amy. Never, never. Is it Amy or any? Any. Blunt Perspective says, honestly, I don't agree that if she bought one thing and made the recipe it would be more acceptable. I think buying one thing and including the rest of the freebies would still be a cop-out. Alex spends hundreds and hundreds of dollars on trash that ends up in landfills to over-decorate her tacky home. She spends a couple of $100 every few months every few months? No. Like, she does it once every 3 years. She also has been doing the exact same makeup look for like 8 years, and she sneaks through the drive-through. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Take you home. She spends a couple $100 every month when you add up all of the food. She sneaks through the drive-through. She also has been doing the exact makeup look for 8 years and has zero creativity when it comes to her makeup. So she has plenty of PR to give away and still left over PR that she can use on herself, which means she can absolutely afford to drop a couple of $100 out of her own pocket to make a comprehensive giveaway. But she doesn't give a fuck about them. She makes out she cares about her stands. She couldn't give a fuck. She just cares about the paycheck at the end of the month. And I'm not just talking about makeup. Have you seen other giveaways that YouTubers from her era do these days? They include a book, a really beautiful coffee thermos, a fuzzy blanket, slippers, a gift card to the movies, a spa, or something like that. My point, she would never give any of those things away because she wants them all for her. My point is that she can afford to be more generous and creative. Exactly as you said, giving back to the community who makes her current frivolous lifestyle possible. But she doesn't care, and she just assumes that people will settle for her low-effort performative giveaways like this, which are pathetic. She could have put this in a basket for the mum of her angel tree family. Yep, yeah, she could have. She's not grateful for her audience at all. I've seen plenty of very small channels that do giveaways at 500, 1,000 and 10,000 viewers. They're hyped. They can't believe they got there. Even channels that have been around a while do giveaways more frequently than Alex does, and on their own dime. She still has stands that would love even a small giveaway from her, but no, gotta get that crate of Alani. Blunt Perspective says 100%. A couple of family members and I have a public platform that is dormant right now, but we were last active in 2024 and we started in 2016. We pulled our money together and provided giveaways out of our own pockets at 500, 1,000 and 1,500 and every 500 up until the current 5,500 that we're at. It was joy to put together things that we saved our hard money for and also reflected the type of audience that we curated. It was a combination of things that we had talked about in stories on Instagram Live or in our post for 5K. We actually did 2 winners by saving up, and all we did was ask one company to help us with one product and we put in the rest. We had so much fun decorating the bin that we went in and wrapped it all nicely and was so thrilled to send it. Alex could never do anything like that. No, never. And if she did, it would be rushed and half-assed like everything else she does, because she really doesn't care. She should be ashamed that YouTubers who started around this time she did, or even after they completely slayed their giveaways, as compared to 3 or 4 she's ever done in 13 years. Exactly. Fuck yeah. Blunt perspective. Popular Necessary says, blunt perspective? Yes, I thought the exact same thing. Literally. Unbelievable. Looks like the last chance clearance bin in the makeup department at the dollar store. Nobody wants your free PR leftovers, Mummadookers. Give away something people actually need this economy, like a grocery shopping card or gas card or clothing store. I swear influencers are so out of touch. All of them have free PR crap giveaways. Do you think she actually sends the stuff to someone, or does she... Or does one of her soccer account wins? She possibly could, and I wouldn't put it past her. This is just stuff she got for free and doesn't look like for herself, but it's good enough for the audience. What a tight ass, stingy, lack of effort, lazy creator she is. So nasty. Just thrown on the bed. Ooh, no thanks. At least put it in a box or nice makeup bag to give the winner. Damn, you can't even add something to it out of your own pocket? Nope, she can't. Because Alex only loves Alex. How many times do I have to say it? What's this one? I just saw that she posted a reel on Instagram to act like she had this huge glow up, and it's hilarious to me. Girl, you're trying to be as deceitful as glitter and laser, acting like your weight loss was recent and you put in the hard work. You had weight loss surgery 4 years ago and very quickly started to slow down before eventually gaining again. Now here we are again. You might not be as big as you were in that clip or when you first had the weight loss surgery, but you are close to it. Feel yourself if you want. I guess, but we all have eyes and can see the truth. Yes, we can. Alex needs to be cancelled. She is so deceitful, dirty, supporters her PDF father. I just don't understand why YouTube doesn't see that. I don't get it. Selling her bed skirt. Okay, we've read that one. Done that one.
I want to upgrade to the large because then it would be a large fry.
Oh, fucking annoying heifer. Hello, I'm James Charles. I'm Alex. That's probably not a joke you want to make when you're a criminal PDF father. Given all the things that James represents is the same realm of heinous act. Wow.
Medium drinks. It was a medium size.
The bullshit. I sincerely hope I have someone in my life who'd tell me to chill out if I wore mine like this. The blush. She doesn't care because in her mind she faces no consequence. She thinks she's an actual influencer who's 16 years old. It's embarrassing. That's because, and I've always said it, that's where her mindset is at. She thinks she's an actual influencer who's 16. Yeah, embarrassing. That's a lovely picture of her. Leave her right there with her blue lips. That blush, that face, the lip movement she does while sipping her stupid DC. Move Suspicious says, she resonates with pedophiles. Yep, though. She loves James Charles, Shane Dawson and Colleen Ballinger. Hang on, James Charles. Let me look him up. I don't know who he is. Hang on. Oh, that one there. Oh, that was a while ago. Yeah, I remember that. That's right. I remember he came out with a few videos saying that he wasn't and this and that, and came up with stupid excuses. I was going to Google their names and I don't know who any of those people are, but I'm afraid those sites will appear. Let's put it this way. Shane Dawson spent years mocking pretty much everybody minority, routinely doing blackface, and has such a terrible history with children and animals documented by himself. Shane Dawson, oh my God. Then he joked about saying his cat people believed it. And yes, I do mean blackface. He would cross-dress as the worst gross version of a sassy black woman. Oh my God, that's disgusting. He should be ashamed of himself. Who was that one? Shane Dawson. Has he got blonde hair? I think I remember that guy. Back from when I used to watch, makeup stuff. Oh yeah, him. He's disgusting. Ugh. He makes me sick just looking at his face, that guy. Don't just take our word for it. Oh, sorry. That's not, I think, Georgina packing Gorgina packaging though, where girl, it's ugly cardboard Christmas junk. Also, you know she's going to pretend she doesn't know about James Charles. Absolutely. Wow, indeed. I gasped when I read this. In my opinion, she seems to be openly teasing about her deviant tendencies and slowly doubling down on the support she's given to her convicted child rapist father in those court document letters and yearly visits over the years, despite what she has said, because she's a proven liar. I wouldn't be surprised if she continues to visit him with Anderson. I fear so much for that little boy. Of course she's going to. Of course she's going to visit him still. Before and after eating. That's right. Before, have a look how big that is, yeah? Mind you, keeping in mind that she said her stomach has gotten smaller. She ate all of it. All of it. But she can feel that her stomach's gone smaller, guys. For a bariatric patient who has a stomach the size of an egg and can't tolerate a lot of sugar, she sure knows how to fuck up a dessert waffle. Not a drop of syrup or lick of whipped cream left behind. Left all the fruit too. She did, didn't she? Of course she did. Yep. She's picked them out and put them all there. And didn't eat all the chicken despite being a protein girly. I was surprised she left some behind since it's fried. She said it was 7:30 in the morning when they had breakfast. Fried chicken, a waffle syrup with whipped cream at 7:30 a.m. It's insanity. I've barely had coffee by then. I didn't even know the time frame. I haven't seen her react yet. That is wild behaviour. But she inhaled the whipped cream. Yet she wants to... Yes, she did. I bet she inhaled the whipped cream. But she wants to blame Bruno for eating fast. Yeah? She wants to blame Bruno. Probably thought the fruit was too sweet and make her dump. She wasn't talking about the dump from bariatric surgery. She was actually talking about having to go to the bathroom. Joking. That honestly looks like something you could get at Denny's. Average and probably nasty. If I'm going to eat something like that, I want gourmet. You know she was actually pissed it came out with cranberries on top. She probably told the waitress, I can't have dried fruit or too much sugar after the surgery, and then rubbed her belly. I looked up the menu at the Carnegie Cafe in Midtown. It's right there on the menu for the dish. Dried cranberries. Dukas could have asked them to leave it out. But she wouldn't because it would make her uncomfortable. So she'd rather just pick them out. That is the most unappealing chicken and waffles I have ever seen. And this is coming from someone... gastric bypass surgery who still enjoys a good chicken and waffles 2 days, Southern and Amish every once in a blue moon, and there is no way my finished plate would look like hers. I'd have chicks and waffles for a few days. Agreed. Demolished. Yep. If 2 sips of that damn hot chocolate was about to give her dumping, that waffle definitely would have given her an episode. Nope. She picks and chooses what's going to give her dumping.
I fear it's too small.
Oh, God. I can't be bothered going into that one because that's going to be all arguments about, you know, whether she's, whether they're too big or too small or they run this and run that. Hogmas Day 4, terrible parenting, more lying and foodgasms. Yep. Drop son at daycare to get a glam to go shop and binge is, I can't say that word online. Giddy while ordering, presenting and demolishing a Grinch Happy Meal. She said she was so excited 3 times in the drive-thru. Stuffs fries in her face, then stops to say she needs a chicken nugget, also known as breaded fry, mystery meat, for protein. Open mouth chews and smacks lips on the rest of the fries. Says she's down 50 pounds and her GBS is magically back and the stomach is shrinking. I cannot properly express the fury this invokes in me. I need moral support. Go over to my channel, darling. You will hear me rage and that will be the moral support for you. Now, who posted this? Various jellyfish. Oh... Yeah, that whole scene of eating the Happy Meal was really crazy to see. She was so excited for it. She couldn't wait. And we know she ate the entire meal. Who saves McDonald's for later? In my opinion, Mickey D food is engineered to be eaten within 20 minutes tops. It cannot be reheated without becoming shoe leather that smells like the former Fresh Skills dump in New York City. Good to see Dukas is a complete idiot. Keep going, Dukas. Keep rage baiting. Keep focusing on food. Please tell us more about your eating habits, Duke. Calligrapher Late says, You have all the support because I never knew that the more you eat, your tummy shrinks. Yeah, if that was the case, Amberlynn Reid, Anna O'Brien, Quirky Love Rose would all be skinny minis by now. Stuff you, Alex. You sound stupid. That's because she is. She just eats utter shite. Imagine being this excited for a McDonald's Happy Meal. Her level of excitement to any food related is insane. She's never even been this excited over anything having to do with her son. She never seems excited for Anderson, but she's always excited for food. That right there needs to get her taken off the internet. You would think I would be used to this behaviour by now. You can't. You think that you are, and then you see it and it enrages you all over again. But it still gets to me every time. The difference between her extreme joy over McDonald's and the opposite dismay when she is with her precious baby son. It's absolutely without doubt rage bait. She's especially doing this for the month of December because this is the month she makes the most money. If anyone wants to make her feel it, don't give her a damn direct view. Watch through YouTube, which is spelled YEW, or reaction channels. She's a conniving, calculated biatch. She knows exactly what she's doing. The tongue, so gross. Hogmas, I love it. So embarrassing. She never once made this face during her gender announcement or when she gave birth or on his first birthday. Yep. She was doing this to spite us. In her mind, she is untouchable. What the F you mean to tell me her stans love seeing her like this? This shit is so gross to me. She's got to be trolling with this. She gets more excited over food more than anything else in her life. It's so obvious and it's sickening. She really wants to still be a child. It would take a specialised team of mental health professionals like a psychiatric Avengers team to sort out her psyche. Fascinating stuff. What is the white spudge? Oh, I don't know, and I'm not looking. Her blush is wild. It's rage bait along with the eating. She thinks that sticking it to us shows she's mentally unwell and probably miserable. Honestly, I was the most appalled by her kicking ice under the fridge. I know, thank God someone's brought that up. That's slob behaviour. I mean, we knew her disgusting Revlon brush, her greasy hair, etc., but that confirmed just how lazy she is. Edit. Oh, sorry, I thought this was the YouTube post. That's all right. We know what you're talking about. Well, to be honest, she can't bend down at her size and shape to pick it up. Those knock knees don't bend that way. She should have allowed Bruno to come over and have a nice treat, which would have been better. Perfect title, Hogmas. What is up with that blush? She still cries in front of the camera of how she just can't lose weight and doesn't understand why. Gasp. Got to see what they're gasping for. What the fuck? She looks massive. It's because she is. Size 16-year-old, she looks swollen in this pics. The sentence she was about to say was in regard to her 50-pound weight loss, bro. Yep. We know. I know. She's going to talk about it and her face is about to explode. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Duka's face is looking extra round and her eyes are starting to disappear in the video. Now you know our skinty queen is just retaining water on her monthly. For shame. Nobody believes her when she says that. For shame, Big Al. How much water do you think she retains? About that of the Pacific Ocean, it seems. It's giving rosacea. That's exactly what I said. My sister suffers from it and it looks this way when it's bad. Far emphasis says, or hypertension. How isn't she type 2 diabetic yet? Is beyond me. But any day now. Mean, FAT, phobic, evil, doctor will diagnose her and she will promptly doctor shop to find some hack to pander to her delusions of health and beauty. If anyone truly gives a fuck about Alex like Nancy or Ya, they would throw an intervention and encourage Big Al to go inpatient for her food and shopping addictions. They are interfering with her ability to parent her son properly. They're not interfering with her ability to parent her son. She is the one that's making them interfere by parenting her son because she's the one doing it. The food's not doing it. She's the one that decides to do it. She chooses them over her son. No different from a DRUG addict who drops a kid off at daycare and gets their fix. Her son can't even stand on his own. 16 months? That is incredibly concerning. But Alex is more interested in following TikTok hacks to keep up with the preteens and her facade of a happy family and relatable life. It is smoke and mirrors. Alex will decorate her problems instead of dealing with them, but it will catch up. And she definitely lacks a wherewithal to face reality. She is going to lose her shit when the teachers tell her how far behind Anderson is, and when Yar stops pretending to love her. If her channel gets demonetized, Alex is screwed. She has no marketable skills or work ethic, and she needs to give in to her food and shopping, ADDICTIONS, while paying Yar to be handsomest husband. Let's not forget that Alex has a pathological need to keep up with the Joneses and get the trendiest items out there. Shaking my head. What will she do if she loses her channel? Don't know. And I don't give a fuck. I think you're supposed to be able to see the entire car seat behind you. You could just, or could it just be me? I think she's swollen from the non-stop carbs and sodium she has for the past month. It's just water weight. I wonder why she is retaining water. Carbs, your body to retain water, because how about all the salt that she has? She blamed getting thirsty on the weather instead of blaming it on the food that she ate, the Chinese food. In her face, laughing out loud, cankles, gut and ass, water everywhere. No, you're a jealous hater. That her muscles from when she went to the gym with her grandma 20 years ago. Do you know that Alex truly believes that? I would pay for her to get on that scale that breaks down weight by fat and muscle percentages. If she hates BMI, that would send her off the deep end. And waist to height ratio is another metric that I would debunk. Her delusions that she's fit gym going girly. The woman needs therapy. I would debunk her delusions that she is a fit gym person. Oh, no, sorry. I read that already. Needs therapy. What will she do if she is forced to see the reality of her weight? Poor health and terrible parenting and fake marriage. Worse yet, what will she do when everyone else finds out? Not that most of us don't know already that it's all an act. She will eat herself into a coma. Most likely, Alex doesn't have any coping mechanisms. It's all self-harm disguised and self-love and so cute and comfy celebrating. Now, this is by far emphasis, by the way. But they have some need to... Oh, hang on. I'll never get how people don't see through her BS. I mean, how can they deny her use of filters? Come on now. And how many lies has she been caught in, for fuck's sake? But they have some need to white knight for Alex, yep. Instead of admitting to themselves that they were conned by a lunatic whose life is anything but the Hallmark movie she portrays it to be. She and Nancy have the most dysfunctional relationship that Alex desperately wants to continue with a daughter of her own, to dress up and as an excuse to engage in her shopping addiction and play the cool mum best friend forever. Instead of a mother, she should be, just as Nancy did when Alex was growing up. That's true. That's how Alex became so spoiled and self-absorbed. Why she thinks she is wonderful and superior when she doesn't have any redeemable qualities or positive traits. Alex is the worst mum I've seen, and I pray that she doesn't have another child she will neglect and hold back to suit her own selfish desires and be a doll for her to put down for 20 naps a day. If it was a girl, she wouldn't be putting her down for naps. She'd always want her being dressed up and playing with her. Oh my God, her the blindness is out of control. She looks like the clip where she claimed to have lost 50 pounds and her gastric bypass is kicking in. She has officially lost her entire mind. The filters are struggling to slim her face. They are. She almost is a size before her gastric bypass. She has pissed me off. Join the club, painted boy. Instead of Gorgina, for fuck's sake, say Giganta. Learning trick ass, HOE. You are trying to piss people off here. But in the end, where will you be? Crying with Amberlynn Reid. Oh God, this one. Taking her toddler outside. Oh God, that one. Doctors have successfully performed the camel toe transplant. I could have seen that. Yep. Okay, I think we're up to date, guys. Oh, what's that one? Pre-Fupa Chop 2019. Dear Jesus. Fuck, she looks so uncomfortable there. 2017, 2021. She's been doing this shit for years. can all of the haters who said horrible things about her and her weight please come to the front, because clearly she put in the work. On the second thought, stay in the back. Alex, you look amazing. Oh my God. Fucking delusional they are. Oh, that's that nutcase. One of my spirits. Alright guys, I'm done. I can't do anymore. Literally. I can't. I hope you enjoyed it. I know a lot of you like listening to it. You don't have to watch it. You can just listen to it in the background. I enjoy that too, with some of the people I listen to. So please don't forget to, if you have watched it and you liked it, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I gladly appreciate it. Thank you all so very much for watching this long video. And I will see you guys tomorrow. It's good night for me.